Karibuni kutoka break, na kama ndo natujoin, kipindi ni KTN Ladies Night na mimi ndio nimekuwa host kutoka 7:30 na natoka 9:30. My name is Laura Mbatha na tuko hapa for your entertainment and education. Of course, kama unataka kustream live utapata BTV Kenya, and social media handles ni BTV on Instagram, BTV on Facebook, BTV on Twitter. BTV ukienda ushagona ulize kwa dukenu kama anauza hapo ndo utatupata. But sasa tumejoin, Ruby amejoinwa na Neema. Neema is a brand strategist, tunaweza kuita hivyo. Image and brand strategist. Karibu sana KTN Ladies Night. Always a pleasure for people making time for us. And everyone at home, of course, kwa sababu every day we learn new things. But tuambie, unafanya nini exactly?
Okay, what I do on a day-to-day basis, I do image consultancy. That means I help individuals or corporations refine their image. I do that through coaching, through one-on-one consultations, through seminars, workshops, and all that. I also do etiquette coaching. Etiquette is basically about manners. So I help people refine their manners, their business etiquette. No. Business etiquette and all that. Yeah. And I'm also an authenticity coach.
Authenticity coach?
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
Authenticity coaching is about just helping people to be true to who they are. Yeah, because I feel like we live in a fake world these days. We want to, we are trying to compete. We are doing a lot of comparisons. In the process, we lose who we are. So I think it's need for us to just be who we are.
So nikishatoka hapa kwako, the next step ni get stylist after ushani ambia who I am and what it is, what message it is na try kupush uko nje. So first of all, una need brand strategist and image consultant, ndio tuende sasa kwa Ruby mwenye atatu style atuambie this is what suits you. Nini ilikupush into this field?
Well, I started this about 5 years ago in 2013. I just felt deep inside me, I feel a need to help people become the best versions of themselves. Actually, I usually say that is my mission statement, my life purpose, to help people become the best versions of themselves. So whatever I do through etiquette coaching, image consultancy, and authenticity coaching, I'm always helping people to become the best and truest versions of themselves. Yeah.
And initially when you umesema ulikuwa unawaka na individuals alafu sasa ukaingia na companies ama vice versa?
When I started, of course, mostly when you start with individuals. And then you start going, working with organizations. Yeah.
So branding, so the person has a brand. So for companies naelewa, but explain to me, mtu mwenye sasa anakuja kwako, ni nini anakuja kutafuta exactly? Now mimi as a person, nime contact Neema and I'm like, do your magic. Ni nini exactly naweza kwa nimekuja nikafanya? Because for me sielewi, unajua mi niinge job, nifanye kenye menituma and then I leave. But in between maybe kuna kitu ina lack, so I look for an image consultant. What is it exactly?
You know what? Yeah, I know mostly we say organizations and products are branded, but also human beings are brands, what we call personal brands. And most people are so unaware that they are brands. But whatever you do, from how you dress, how you communicate, how you behave, how you treat others, how you're able to communicate substance, what is it you do through your writing and speaking and all that, it's a brand, whether you're aware of it or not. So I help you to be intentional about that brand because you have it, whether you know it or not, but I help you to be intentional about it. Yes.
So especially like for women, kama sasa mimi ningekuwa artist or a performer, can I come to you na uniambie what is needed to be done in order to push my music, for instance?
Yes, but I always say the days of where branding was just for superstars, TV personalities, and those billionaires are gone. These days, personal branding is essential for everyone, whether it's entry-level employees, senior managers, entrepreneurs, musicians. It's no longer for the celebrities, it's for everyone.
So branding depends, like kuna a different, like when you amesema, being a stylist is based on your personality and what field you're into.
Yes.
So peer branding is the same
Yeah.
thing. But what are the 5 tips, especially like when it comes to women? 5 tips unakwaga patia. Venye ametuambia there's the 5 rule of the rings in nini. What are the basic tips for branding and image consultancy?
First, I usually say be aware of the ABCDs of image. A stands for appearance, B for behavior, C for communication, and D for digital footprint. That is your profile on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. I usually say be consistent. How you communicate through your dressing, through your behavior, through your communication, through your digital, profile. Be consistent. Keep telling us the same message.
Okay.
You're not all over the place. And then another thing, be authentic. Be true to who you are. Don't put out what you think we want to see, or you should be, or we think you're supposed to do. Just be authentic. Put out what is true to who you are. Because when you're not authentic, when you fabricate a personal brand, then it's short-lived. I've seen people being shamed on social media, Twitter particularly, because of fabricating a personal brand. So be authentic, be consistent, then be professional. That then again goes with your kind of industry. So if a TV presenter dresses differently from a radio presenter, a musician will dress differently from a banker. So be professional in accordance to your industry. And then tip number 4 would be put out something that is attractive. Let your brand be attractive to your target market. If you're looking for a job, you're targeting potential employers. If you have a business, you're targeting a certain niche market. So, make sure that you match that with the brand you're putting out there. And then be appropriate. That is same as being professional. We say the 4 A's of a personal brand is, it should be authentic, it should be attractive, it should be appropriate, and it should be affordable. You don't have to go to high-end retailers to dress well. You can still, work with your budget and look amazing,
So hapo ndio sasa stylist anaingilia. And one thing venye amesema be authentic. I know there's one thing that really hurts creatives like you, and that is exposure. How do you deal with that? And what's your experience with people like kwambia tunafanya age exposure? Because of course wameenda wakafanya image consultancy, which is not free. But now they're coming to you as a stylist. Have you ever had experience with could you fanye itakupatia exposure and how have you dealt with that? And now being as established as you are, what do you tell other people and how do you handle that?
I used to advise people who are upcoming not to do things for free, because it's just, it just depletes your non-existent resources. For instance, we have models who pay for auditions, which is very illegal. You shouldn't pay to show up for an interview, whatever kind of interview you have. But then for creatives, I'd say do whatever it takes to get your name out there, because I can't say don't go for exposure, yet I did go for exposure. My first fashion show was actually Miss World Kenya. It's not like I was... Never mind. But I didn't get paid for anything. I actually begged to dress a few models. No, I wasn't competing. I was
because I competed. That's why I was asking.
You did? Oh, I need to research. I'm a pageant fanatic. I am a crazy pageant fanatic. I actually dressed people for free in pageants just to get my name out there. So it will be double speak to tell people not to get exposure. Do whatever it takes to get your name out there, even if it's that exposure you need. But then a time comes years later, 2 years later, you can't be doing exposure for the rest of your life. A time comes when you need to know your worth. You understand? Yeah, for any job you can start as an intern or a volunteer. That is how life is. But once your name is out there, you need to raise your standards. But if you're getting exposure 5 years later, you really need to reassess yourself. Something is not right with you. Yes. So right now I cannot go for exposure. Yeah.
So no, but you're well established. And one thing that I wanted to ask was, tunaishi in an age where it's be your authentic self, unajua, be free, live your life without rules. Unajua, people don't want to be, inaitwaje, kuna hii kitu watu wanasema, this new age people, they don't want to be categorized.
Yeah.
Unataka tu, leo nimeamka nafanya, like the way Willy Paul yusema, anaamka naimba gospel, kesho ni anaimbia mayengs or whatever it is he sings about. What is the importance of having a brand?
Then I said, be consistent, because you know, it depends. For example, if you're working, your brand helps you to be able to negotiate for salary when you're looking for a new job. You're like, this is my brand, and you're able to get to that place where you can negotiate for the kind of salary you want. If you're in business, you can negotiate for the kind of, you know, consultation fee you can work with. You're able to get your promotional timeline increases. And if you're in business, of course, you get more clients and your business grows faster. Another thing branding does for you, you know, it speaks for you before you know, your name is in places you've not even stepped into, because you have a strong brand, and it just makes, you know, everything easier for you. Yeah, exactly.
And one thing, sasa venye, just on that same topic, especially when it comes to women, unapata sometimes mtu amefanya nursing, but then ni mimi netwa, get you a woman who can do both. Yes. Ameva nguo ya army, the next one akona bikini anakaa a certain way. And I do understand the need to be feminine, to be out there, especially when it comes to fighting rape culture, unajua, because it's not about my dressing, it's about your mentality towards women. What do you feel is the effect with this? Is this something that can work? Because I'm feeling in a way, sometimes nikiona picha kama hiyo, sioni ka utani protect. I stop looking at you like that. And like I said, it's not a mistake. Like kuna watu, that is their focus. Me, my job is to showcase my body, and loud and proud, I support that, you know. I support any kind of woman. If you feel like unataka kujifunika. But there's, mimi ni lawyer, but nikienda home, neza chilivi na kaskat kafupi. What sort of branding would you advocate for that? Is that even a method of branding for women especially?
But I think that's why Ruby was saying you dress according to the occasion, appropriately to the occasion that you're doing.
No, exactly, but you've said according to the occasion, but as a brand, umesema, like, the brand goes beyond the job you're doing. It goes into the person you are, the digital footprint, which is exactly what you're showing us. There's one side of me, which is a lawyer, but baadaye nikienda dunda nikona miniskirt and whatnot. What is the importance of having a consistent brand? Na kama hii unaona, there's a bit of inconsistency.
You know, you dress according, like, I don't expect you, because you're a lawyer, to show up in a suit in a vacation in Mombasa. Seriously, it's not doable. So when you're in Mombasa, you dress, you wear a bikini. So it's you to decide then if you want to put that out there on social media, because you don't have to. You could just go to Mombasa, wear your bikini, enjoy your vacation, then you determine whether you want to put that out there or not. What effect does it have on the professional brand that you're building? And the good thing about, you know, social media these days is that they are appropriate, you know, medias for, you know, if you want to look really professional, you do your stuff on LinkedIn. If you
there's a medium for everything.
If you want to show now your bikini, your vacation in Mombasa, you put that in Instagram. Yeah, you just weigh the appropriate options. Yeah.
As a stylist, what's your take on that? Especially with this digital age where it's all about my sexuality, you know, embracing my body and all that. So I'm a woman who's coming to, and I'm like, you know what? I want to express my femininity. I don't want to be out there, but do something for me. What are the limits? Like, what are your guidelines for showcasing that without doing too much?
First of all, I was almost asking for the offering basket when you were speaking. When you were speaking about consistency, because I know that is an area I struggle with. If you check my Facebook page, for instance, today we are really fighting about politics, and it's fire. People are commenting, I'm blocking people. Tomorrow I'm posting gospel, oh, please, you know, forgive your enemies. So I'd say, if you check, oh, it's true. Oh, no, I feel so attacked.
Oh, you
She's
follow
my friend.
out
Yes. There is no consistency. So someone who maybe saw a post I posted about church and followed me, oh, I want to be, you know, to grow in spirituality. Tomorrow I'm fighting about politics and it's fire and I'm blocking people. Tomorrow I'm posting about this. So of course, that is not my area, that is your area. But in terms of maybe dressing, for instance, first of all, we need to understand that people are so judgmental out here. There is absolutely nothing wrong with posting a photo of you with your lover on Facebook. But then someone is being trolled because she posted, I don't know, she divorced and now she's dating somebody else. You know, it's very difficult to have limits to your life.
You're talking about a certain politician.
Okay,
it's very fresh. I can see the politics go to up.
I'm actually updated. First of all, in terms of maybe fashion or something, you need to be consistent, like she said. There's no way I'm meeting a CJ. There's a supermarket, a very high-end supermarket. At 7, she's going to buy breakfast in a night dress. No, that is not. I'm like, hey, I know you. Can we take a selfie? No, I'm not. Yes, that is accurate. You're not looking good. You can't go to the supermarket, even though you're going to buy breakfast, looking like that. If you're someone who is a fashion icon, you are a fashion icon no matter what. You sleep in Victoria's Secrets, you are always dressed well.
Always.
You are a walking brand.
Yeah, sure.
So the moment you decide to go that direction, there's no turning back. That is it. There's no turning back. You can't show up in a supermarket with a stocking on your head. No. So if you think it's too much work, just accept you're lousy and live your life that way. But once you've decided that you now want to be a brand, like she said, it is work. You wake up, you go to the supermarket, you're like, oh my goodness, she looks so good in the supermarket. That night dress, Victoria's Secrets, you know, you're just a walking billboard. Yes.
Okay. And what are the mistakes, common mistakes people do in branding? Because sababu unajua, sometimes, like me, okay, what I feel like asks me most of the time, especially with being with media, is being force-fed something. So nita post picha moja for the same show twice in a day, kesho asubuhi niwaamkie nayo, tena kesho jioni niwakumbushe, oh, by the way, unamkelea kitu niliongelea 5 minutes ago is the same thing I'm talking about. For me, I think that's one thing I've noticed about branding mistakes, like when you're building a brand. What are the top mistakes that your women notice?
Top mistakes is being all over the place, like you're not, like she said, you're doing politics. You have to determine what is it you want to be known for, because being a branding is about being known for something. You know, Jeff Bezos says that brand is what people talk about when you're not in the room. So you can't be all over the place. Like for me, there's a time I felt I wanted to be, you know, a fashion blogger. Other time I feel I want to be a travel blogger. Other times, you know, but I can't do all those things. I have to be very specific. I want to be a coach. I want to be known as a coach. I want to present myself out there as a coach. I want to be intentional. Like when people see my brand out there, they approach me.
Yeah, they know
I'm known for this.
It's like a footprint.
So I think being all over the place, that's one of the biggest mistakes people make in branding. Another thing is copying other brands. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, you're a TV presenter. There are other people who have gone before you in the industry who are bigger brands. You don't copy them. No matter how big they are, you could admire them, you could borrow their tips, but don't copy their brand. You're unique in your own way. Please brand yourself like you know you're unique in your own way. Do your thing, build a brand as a TV personality in your own way without copying, no matter how big that brand is. Do not, you know, I don't want to see you and feel like you look exactly like, I want to tell,
mannerisms are flying.
I want to tell there's something different about your brand. Yes, no matter, even if they are your role models, yes, there's nothing wrong about that.
Imitation is the largest form of flattery.
So that is a big no-no. When you want to brand yourself, do not copy any brand. Just brand yourself in your own unique way. The other mistake could be Inconsistency. I've talked about that. I've talked about copying. Those are like the biggest mistakes.
Yeah. Of course, kuna zile, but I think they're specific to certain brands, right?
Yeah. But for all brands, just be inconsistency, avoid inconsistency, and avoid copying any other brand, no matter how big they are, just be you.
And I think you maybe deal with a lot of copying, because as a stylist, I feel like, as much as unasema, you look at the personality, maybe someone anakuja na nakwambia, there's a certain look ulifanyia mtu. So would you go ahead and do the same exact thing, ama upate mtu amecopy your style, amefanya almost similar to that? And I know like styling has no copyrights or all that.
Yeah.
So do you always have to consistently update yourself, ama you have, this is you?
Actually, copying only bothers you when you're starting. I used to lose sleep over, oh my goodness, they copied my style. Because the other day I walked into a cyber and I saw myself on someone's screen in an outfit. The person was actually making a phone call. Na kutumia hiyo image saa hizi. I'm like, dude, this is me. I made that outfit. It used to bother me when I started, but like you've said, copyright doesn't really exist in fashion. So I think the only comfort we have is that it is very difficult to hack something 100%.
Yeah.
And I will not deny that I have clients who bring me photos that I want you to give me this outfit. It happens. I will not deny. It happens to every designer. So nowadays I become real. Initially, I used to struggle to try and hack it, which you can't. Number one, you won't even get the exact color of fabric, the exact print. I just said you give me an error of like 90%. I'll be 90% accurate. Maybe I won't even get the exact color or the exact patterns. It's an internet design. So if it's something I can hack, I tell you I'll try. But number one, I try to avoid taking Kenyan designs because that is very unfair. It's very unfair. If you feel she's too expensive at 7K, then you don't deserve that outfit. Don't come to me because mine is like halfway. Yeah. So, well, if I can and it can go well with you, of course I'll just be okay with it. Yeah.
Of course, I like what you're saying. It's being true to yourself. It's not always about you, because I'm sure mki approach, what you approach, unaangaliaga mtu and you're like, this might work for you, but let me listen to nini exactly unataka na nikupatie. Because naweza kupatia kitu I think you need, but it's not what will make you happy. So let's find a balance hapo katikati. Thank you so much kukuja hapa leo, and na appreciate everything zenye mmefanya, but most of all we do it for the people at home. What are the five imekaa kwa kichwa yangu tangu niambie 5 things. What are the tips unaweza patia mtu mwenye anataka kuingia into your line of work, which is image consultancy?
If you want to be an image branding, myself, I didn't start out as a branding consultant. Actually, I studied disaster management and international relations. Right now, I'm a student of psychology, but I had a passion. So once I realized, this was where my passion fits in, then I went to seek out certifications. I went to school. Mostly, there are very few schools in Kenya which train in that area, but you know, in the digital age, you can always do your courses online. You don't have to travel to the US or Canada to study. You can do your study. But the first thing is just be passionate about it. Yes, be passionate about branding and just helping people become better, because that's what the job is about.
And that's almost similar to what she said, that what inspired her to go into styling, right? So, but what is the advice you can give someone who is looking to venture into styling?
First of all, I have to tell you that this is a very, very competitive industry. Some people are just looking for money. You just go to Kilimani Mums, you'll see all the clothes posted, you know. Some people are like, let me try. If Ruby is making money out of this, I'm sure I can do it. But the thing is, those people fell off along the way.
True.
They always fall off. So if you're not passionate about this thing, don't even waste your time, because it takes time to grow. So if you're looking for get some rich quick scheme, this is not the place for you. You have to be consistent, you have to push, and it's so competitive. So competitive that you must be able to do it even without money coming immediately. So that is what I'll tell you. And for people who just want to look good, because I know everyone wants to look good, life is just like a canvas. You're the one to paint it. And you can't live your life wearing boring clothes.
Yeah,
How?
True.
How?
Experiment kidogo here and find a stylist to tell you
Spice up your
what
life.
works best for you.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming on to KTN, to Ladies Night. But maybe utupatie social media handles zenu so that people at home can find out where to link up with you.
I am Ruby Amondi. I'm very vibrant on social media. My page is also very vibrant, Style by Ruby. Yes, Style by Ruby. It's a very, very vibrant page. Yeah, you can follow me and get tips on fashion.
Okay, I am Neema Muthee on Facebook. I am Neema Muthee on Instagram. On Facebook, you can also follow the TLC Remitted, which is a firm which I consult through, and my favorite hashtag is Shine Your Light.
Shine Your Light. Mine is Love and Light, coincidentally.
Live and what?
Love and Light.
I don't know if I have one.
Of course, spreading love and light. But before tuende, nataka kuwakumbusha kama unataka to watch and unafeel uko karibu na home, usijali. www.btv Kenya ndio pale unaweza tupata. And of course, kama unataka kuongea na sisi on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, @BTV. My name is Laura Mbatha na nimekuwa host wenu kutoka 7:30 hadi 9:30. 9:30 bado naenda kuwafikiria, but kipindi ni KTN Ladies Night.